Good morning. My name is Dean Jones. I'm here in Frederick at Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Today we're going to be able to present to you a Canyon Star. It's kind of a unique, great A product from Newmar. A lot going on with it. It's unique in that it's got a toy hauler garage, and it's also a front engine diesel. So the only really competitor for this particular coach is an Outlaw, and that's a gas coach. Newmar's decided to put a 6.7 Cummins in this guy. I'll show you that in a minute, but we're just going to get started. We'll start here on the back here. For reference, the stock number on this guy is 5N220623. It's a 3947 Canyon Star. It's a 2023 model. So we'll start back here. We do have some storage back here. It's nice carpeted underneath. We do have nice slam latches. This is kind of an overhead bay. What you see here is a vent. If you have a combustible engine inside the garage, this is how you vent those fumes. We do have a little bit more storage back here. This is a front engine diesel, so it is an A, but it's not going to have pass-through storage like a typical bus, because you do have a drive shaft going to this rear axle. So this is a door to the garage. Got a nice little grab handle, screen door, and a nice 3-step automatic that comes in and out. It is a 2-slide unit. This is the bedroom slide. You'll notice there are outdoor speakers, marine speakers on this guy. This motorhome's been outfitted with Michelin 275/80R 22.5s with really nice polished aluminum rims. Back here you got a little bit more storage. And all these bays are lit. You see some of the components in there. You do have a little plug-in right there if you need it. There's also another plug-in up here. The paint job on this guy is Moab. The inside decor is Moab as well. Right here you'll see we have our central back with our components. We do have another GFCI over there if you need to plug anything in, and it is a lit carpeted bay. 43,000 BTU propane furnace in this guy. This is an actual tank, so it's just a way to access anything there. And that's a low point drain there for that tank. Again, it's a 3947 Canyon Star from Newmar, 2023. This door's like that one. It does have a screen. And you do have your 3 steps that kind of come in and out. Here's your other speaker. And you do have a grab handle and a light up there. Overhead, we have this really nice Carefree awning. It's kind of in the style of a Girard Nova. It's got that dog leg out that gives you a lot of shade on your campsite. And it's lit with LEDs on the end there. So right here, this is an interesting bay because you do have your Xantrex inverter, some of your fuses. You have a nice little USB port there if you want to charge some phones out here while you're enjoying the campsite there with the plug-in and a light. But this guy here actually makes a TV right here. So you got your little outdoor receiver, you can Bluetooth into that, but you can have your little TV if you're watching, do some tailgating, watching that football game. It tucks away right there, secures with that little latch, and you're good to go. The overall length of this coach is 39 foot 11 inches, so it's an inch shorter than 40. That's your 25-gallon propane tank. Lots of propane. That's going to power that furnace. It's also going to power your Truma, which is a on-demand water system I'm going to show you. Come around here, you got nice chrome mirrors. Big surface. You can actually see around this coach quite nicely. And you do have a blind spot camera on both sides here. As you get around to this nice one-piece fiberglass front cap, you're gonna, behind here we have a 340 horse Cummins 6.7 liter, and behind that's a 6-speed Allison transmission. We have 700 pound-feet of torque on this guy, plenty of power to pull. It's gonna pull 6,000 pounds. Nice big, giant, beefy windshield wiper arms. These headlights are nice. You got some nice fog lights down here. I don't know if you get a look at this, but this has like a nice little diamond shield wrapped all the way around to kind of withstand the rocks and stuff on the road. You do have your other camera right there. We have a nice little tow window in here. I'll show you on the inside. And this is your full wall slide for your living room. You kind of hear that generator going off. Right here, you're gonna see your coach batteries and your motor batteries. Up top, you got your cranking batteries. Down low, you got on a tray, you got your coach batteries. And you got your DEF tank right there. That's where you're gonna fill your DEF fluid. Here's your Truma AquaGo. It's an on-demand water system. It's not a tank system. It's pretty much unlimited hot water. As long as you got water. This is your 8,000 quiet diesel generator. A great power plant to go boondocking in this guy. It's running, it's pretty quiet. Over here you have a little bit more storage. Sorry, didn't mean to get in the way of the camera. Then you've got some of your water lines and some stuff right there you can access through that panel. And this blue, this is where you would actually put that hose and antifreeze when you winterize it. We just winterize all our coaches, so that's why you see that blue stuff in there. This has been winterized. It's getting a little cold out these days. Here's your wet bay. Pretty simple. I'll crawl in there and kind of demonstrate some stuff. We have our outdoor shower, hot and cold with the water pump right here. That's kind of nice, the water pump's out here, so when you go to winterize it, you just hit that water pump. You're not running in and out of the coach. Fresh water connection, and this is your black sewer rinse. And if you want to go to fresh fill, you can hit this over. This is in the city water connection, and it's going to fill that kind of automatically on the side. Real simple little wet bay. What we have here is a water filter for the whole. It filters all the water going through the coach. That's nice because it also keeps anything from calcifying in that water system. You see two low point drains here if you want to get rid of your water in a hurry, if you find that cold spell. But other than that, it's pretty simple. Doesn't take a class to learn how to run that water bay. Over here we have, this is your gate valves. This is where you're gonna dump your black and gray tanks. One thing I like about that is those gate valves are inside up in the basement. They're not gonna be getting all dirty and having a hard time opening and closing when you need to dump this guy. And that's your water filter for that water filtration system. Getting out from under the slide here. You will notice these are frameless windows. There's no soft rubber or anything exposed to the elements. We also have slide toppers on this guy. And this little panel here just accesses the back of your propane fridge. Right here we have our diesel fuel fill. And we have a place to put our sewer hose there if we need to. And we've got more storage back here. This here is really neat. You've got a fuel fill here, and this runs kind of your own gas station. So if you're gonna pull motorcycles, you're gonna pull like a little Razor or something, a quad, you can fill that up. You have your own gas station, so you can go out in the sand dunes and this is your on-off switch. It's a really nice tucked away gas thing. Got to have that on a toy hauler. This is your power cord. So nice 50 amp. It's not on a wheel, but keep the cost down. Nice big 50 amp there. And you just pop it in here and you'd be able to close it. And this is the best part about this. So we have this open. This is not one of the Canyon Stars with the patio deck. We have one right there that does have it. But so there's Canyon Stars available that you can kind of cable up the deck, put rails on it, awnings in the back. This one's got the bigger garage and it just has that ramped in for longer items. So they decided to just put this ramp in there that's not real patio party deckable. But we're gonna come in here and start on the inside right here. It's got a really nice textured ramp, so it's not really gonna be that slick, real easy to get stuff up in, walk up and down it. You'll notice it's got the rubber diamond plate flooring on there with these D-tracks. I don't know if you can see this, but these D-tracks have, I'll show you in there in a minute. But this does have the ability to be a bunk. I don't know if you can get a picture of this from the other side, but this is a nice big queen size bed. This is your dinette table. These guys here just plug into these holes here. You set up your table. You could have a nice little dinner out here with that ramp open. You also have, this makes Let me get rid of this. This makes a bed like this. So if you have a bunch of little guys coming on the trip with you, you can put a couple up here, a couple down there, and make 2 beds. It's kind of a bunk model. You do have the 2 windows right here and a window over there. Really nice system. And how you would get that out of the way for your toys is you just, this guy here kind of picks this guy up. So we'll get this out of the way. Along with I talked about the length of this coach being 39 foot 11 inches. The width is 8 foot 6 inches. The height's 12 foot 11 inches. And the interior height on this coach is 7 feet. We've got a dry weight of 25,300 pounds. This coach will hold 6,700 pounds, giving you a GVWR of 32,000 pounds. The towing is 6,000 pounds, like I mentioned before. Now the dimensions of this garage, for those that have toys, it is a 10-foot garage. It's 7 foot 11 inches wide. And you see how both these beds get out of the way? We do have our own independent AC up there. I kind of covered it with these beds, but there is an AC in here. These just kind of get out of the way so you don't hit your head on them. And again, there's your garage. Here's the door I showed you from the outside, all your nice light switches. You do have a fantastic fan up here if you want to get all the fumes and hot air out of here. Really nice placed fire extinguisher, but these guys are what I was talking about on this D-track floor. So these kind of move around. You can plug them in over here, strap your stuff down. You also have 2 nice wheel chocks here for bikes. Got its own thermostat back here. Again, this is your bed lift. You got a nice little cubby here for remote controls and a nice stereo system. This is what's going to power those speakers outside and right here. And of course the Samsung Smart TV. We do have a little bit more storage up there. And there is a privacy blind on this door. Just opened it kind of sideways. You can outfit this with a washer and dryer. The dryer vent location's right here. And we'll go in and see the actual coach part now. Oh, I had the bed up. So this is a good look at the bed. We've got storage under here. We have a nice little leaf for this is a leaf for the dinette inside the kitchen. It's nice and warm in here with those heat pumps working. We have the heat pumps on. This is a queen size bed. Above the queen size bed, it's kind of nice. It's real nice, I'm sorry. You do have storage. What you will notice is we have a nice outlet up there. And underneath there, you can kind of see these little pass-through ports. So if someone had a CPAP machine, they could put it up there, plug it in, keep it in the cabinet, run their air lines down. And you also have light switches here. So this is kind of a KIB panel. This is a KIB panel. So if you forget to turn the light off, you can just pop up there and do that. We do have blackout privacy blinds. And on these nightstands, you'll see, you can get a picture of that one over there. It's got the 2 USBs and an outlet to plug in your phones and charge them at night. Over here, we have adjustable shelves. Here's your manuals. You take these shelves out, make it a wardrobe with this wardrobe bar there. Nice big deep drawers. Get a look at those. Put a lot of stuff in those. And they are soft close. More there. This is a slide, so there is carpet on the slides, but there's vinyl flooring throughout, so real easy to clean. And here's your audio video cabinet. It's already got your HDMIs run for whatever you want to put down there. And you can see there's some plugins down there. You can also tap into the living room TV too if you just kind of want the same thing on both TVs. Here's another exit if you need to exit. Keep in mind you do have the door in the garage. Nice little Samsung TV, and this is going to be how you operate your slide, your bed slide here. There's some light switches. As we get into the kitchen, we're going to start with this guy over here. Just get this out of the way. This is the nice new touchpad, new for 23. Newmar kind of waited to do these, so they really felt these were going to be real dependable. We do have a home screen. We can check our levels. All lights on and off. Water pump, tank heaters. This is a nice feature with the generator. You can actually set it to come on at certain temps. You can also set it to come on different voltage levels. Here we have the heat pumps working. It's nice and toasty in here. It's a 50-degree day and it's nice and warm, bedroom or living room. Then you have your light panel, so you can turn on lights in the kitchen, bath, bedroom, all lights on or off. So that's that screen, real easy to use. And we'll get over to this Norcold refrigerator. This is your 8-cube Norcold, and it does have an ice maker. We do have a nice convection microwave up here. Nice big one. Do some baking or microwaving in that guy. We also have an induction cooktop. So it does have propane. It's a propane rig, but it does have the induction. So people like the fact that it's portable. You can go outside and cook with it if you have to. You have nice little cutting boards on the back side of these counter extender panels. And this one was ordered with a nice kitchen window. And it's got a nice dishwasher. A little bit of antifreeze in there from winterizing it. But you got all your touch-up paint, your remotes, but it's a nice silverware drawer, utensil drawer for when you stock it up, ready for cooking. The cabinet color on this is called Glacier Glazed Maple Hardwood, matte finish. So you can see it's a really nice matte finish. We've got these really nice drawers in here. Underneath these panels here, we have a beautiful double basin, undermount stainless steel sink. You have a spray nozzle, residential brushed nickel faucet. Again, a lot of counter space here when this is all put together. Oh, this one's upside down. And we have some more little place to put sponges. And a nice place here with a trash can. And that little corral there is for all these tops. If you want to put it down there, they kind of hold them in place while you're using your induction and your sink. This is the mid bath. With the garage, it kind of condenses all this living space, but it's still quite, with a 40-footer, it's still quite, spacious in here. But we do have bigger size vanity with a kind of a deeper undermount sink, which is nice. A lot of them have the little shallow sinks. This is really nice here. We do have beautiful light treatments in here. Big medicine cabinet. Nice glass backsplash. And all this storage up here. This is going to be your breaker box. So if you have any 110 things that are tripped, you just come in here and pop them on like your house and you're good to go. If you can look over here, there's some 12-volt fuses for the coach. We do have a fantastic fan up here to exhaust it, and this really nice neo-angle shower. I'm 6'1". It's a really low step considering there's some taller ones that they make out there. We do have a nice skylight, kind of keeps that extra headroom and nice and light and spacious in here so you don't feel like you're in a corner. We have a nice residential brushed nickel faucet and wand there. This is a nice porcelain kick flush toilet. You get the nice door mirror here there, so you can see how you look. All hardwood door. This is a nice pantry. I love this pantry, if I can get it open. Kind of goes back there, just allows you a lot of storage. It's a lot bigger than it looks. Nice hidden hinges. Newmar does a great job with their cabinetry. What you see down here is a little kick plate for you just sweep in the dog hair or whatever. And then you could also use your attachments right here. Coming around here, you'll see a nice clock, a little decor. We do have another heater vent here. Your second fire extinguisher, but up here is kind of how you kind of run the stuff. You have the Trima AquaGo. You have your slide in and out. This is your battery disconnect, your step on and off. This right here is your antenna for your TV. And these are your awning controls. Go ahead and bring that in. And your power management system. This will kind of tell you how many volts you're using, what's using what. And again, this door's like the other one. It does have a nice pleated shade. Here's a nice little KIB panel here, just to turn all the lights on in the coach. Another fan in the kitchen here, runs right there. And these really nice sconces. Coming over here, you'll see we do have it is a bed, but it's a jackknife bed. So it's not a full tumble type of deal. It just pops out, kind of futons out. A little shorter for little guys, but it's a nice little bed to have if you need it. And over here you do have a Euro booth. Where that little leaf went, you just pop this out, put it in there, get a little extra table space for you. Nice TV. You do have plugs on both sides with USBs. You have more cabinet space there. This would be your audio video cabinet if you wanted to put, something with a remote in there, or you can put it on this side. This is actually your tip. Sorry, you can use either one, but this has got your plugins. We do have a sound bar, and I didn't show you up here either. This is a little bit more storage for the kitchen. Up here we have really nice overhead storage over the couch, real deep. Big shelf going across there. You can put a lot of stuff. Nothing barring you from putting longer items in there either. Nice hardware, keep them open while you're loading and unloading. Up here we do have our plenum for our AC. Everything is kind of in a straight line in Newmar. So when the slides are in, all your air conditioning comes in the coach and not out over your slide. LED light throughout. And up here we have a really nice cockpit chassis. It does have the 6.7 Cummins up here, so it's not going to be as quiet as a diesel pusher. However, it's still got a little bit extra power. You're going to need a lot more miles out of that. You have the big captain's chairs for the A. It makes it real comfortable driving down the road. And it's a simple chassis. You have analog gauges. Some of the new Freightliners have the big, digital gauge, which are nice. And you have all these buttons on here. It just can get a little bit more to learn. But what they did on the Canyon Star, they put these bigger screens on here. You can see the big cameras, your radio, your navigation. So it's really easy to kind of see where you're going. We have our overhead fans to get some air, bright and dim lights inside here, dome lights, your visor, come up and down, and your shade. This is the generator. It's running, as you might not be able to hear it, but this is a pretty typical HVAC system. Real simple unit to use. The one thing I would say is you don't have a park gear on this. It's not like the Ford. It does have a Allison 6-speed transmission, so this is a gearbox. You have reverse, neutral, and drive, and you have this air brake. So instead of putting it in park like you're used to, you have to pull this out, put it in neutral, and then you're good to go. This is also equipped with an EQ Smart Level hydraulic leveling system. So that's the Canyon Star today, and appreciate you stopping by and touring this with us. Some of the specs I didn't mention is this thing will hold 80 gallons of diesel fuel. It's got a 75-gallon fresh tank, a 60-gallon gray tank, and a 40-gallon black tank. That propane is 25 gallons. Again, the garage length is 10 foot by 7 foot 11 inches wide. We have 39 foot 11 inches long, 8 foot 6 inches wide. The height is 12 foot 11 inches at the top part, and the inside here is 7 feet. So if you have any questions about this rig or any other rig we have, just give us a call. My number is 720-347-7063. It's been a pleasure showing you this rig, and we'll see you next Wednesday.